Hello guys, my name is Emery Mehis. I've been a comedian for about 3 years now, minus COVID, of course, and I've been doing Zoom comedy. In the pandemic. But a lot of people ask me, how do I organize my jokes? And this video is about that. I've been using Google Sheets, which they are like Excel sheets, and I have a joke sheet, which I'm going to show you guys in a second. I have a joke sheet where I organize all my jokes with tabs and columns, and then I have a sets folder where I keep all my sets, and the sets folders, or the sets files or documents, the set documents are referencing the jokes from the original joke document. So with this, I can just have all my jokes in one spot, and if I change them, it will change automatically on my set sheets. This is nothing fancy. It's very simple to set up, but it works for me. I've been using it pretty much since the beginning. My day job is I'm a programmer, so I always try to figure out systems to make my life easier. And this is what I came up with early on, and I've been using it ever since. If I have an idea, I put them in Google Keep. It's like a note saving app. Let's say I have a very fresh, brand new idea. I write it down in Google Keep. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I collect all of my stuff there. And then I try it out, either at an open mic or at a Zoom show. If it gets any kind of reaction that flags that, hey, there is something there, let's keep trying it. At that point, I usually put it in this system. I put it in the jokes file or jokes document, and I start working on them. And every time, something I add to it, or I take something away from it, I update the jokes document, and slowly I start adding them to my sets. Now, if let's say a joke has a drastically a different version, I create a new column in the document. But let's see how it works, because I think it may be easier to understand if I actually show you guys. So here is my Google. Here's my Google Drive, and I just call template, but obviously you can call it whatever you want. So I have this jokes document, and I also have the sets folder. Now the jokes document looks like this. So I have all my jokes in this sheet, and on the bottom I have these tabs organized by theme or groups or whatever you want to call it. So let's say I have animals jokes, I have looks jokes, like how do I look, and I have foreigner jokes. Obviously this is just a template. I have a bunch of other groups and themes. As far as I remember, I think Google Sheets support 255 or close to 200 these little tabs. So that means you can have 200 categories for your jokes. Now, you might notice that I have these. So I have my joke here, right? And I also use this double underscore surrounding the word. I will tell you in a second what that is. But other than that, so here's a little bit more. So let's say this version, this column B is drastically different from column A. Both these jokes work, but I have, based on the audience or based on the show that I'm doing, I might pick one over the other. But here is how you can have different versions of the same joke written down. So that's all that is for the jokes document. And now let's look at the sets. So here's my set list. I have 2 sets right now. Here's number 1. So as you can see, this document is referencing this other document, which is the jokes document, and the tab for enter A3. So this is the cell number, right? A3. So if you have a different version of the joke, it would be B3. And it pulls in the text, and you can see all my jokes in a set organized. Now, of course, once you hit like about 5 minutes, this can be a pretty large document. So if you're gonna print it out, I used to print out all my jokes, like the full jokes as is, and I used to take a ginormous sheet up on stage on the open mic, not on the show. I try to memorize, for a show I try to memorize everything, of course, but for an open mic, I used to take up a ginormous letter size sheet with all the jokes printed out word for word. Obviously, this would not work if you have 10 or 15 minutes. It would be just a bunch of different pages. So I came up with the idea of using this double underscore around a phrase that would trigger my mind. This is the joke, like mom and dad had a baby. Instead of the whole joke, it would just print out this. Like you see, it's like 3 lines, but I would know if I see ketchup, I know what the joke is. So that's what I have another tab on the bottom that you can see the excerpt tab, and this will only list out those words that are highlighted in the document. This is the formula. You can copy it, whatever, and pretty much that's it. So I can put, I think the largest set was like a 20-minute set. I can put it in a piece of paper and just memorize it. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you have any questions, or if you want me to generate this template for you, I can definitely do that. It's not that big of a deal, and you can be organized with your jokes. Thank you guys for watching. Hello guys, my name is Emery, and this video is about that. Maybe I should stop clapping. I don't know. But anyway,